The looming threat of ransomware attacks in the digital sports industry. The looming threat of ransomware attacks in the digital sports industry. Billion-dollar rights deals bring cybercriminality opportunity. The sports industry has seen a significant shift towards digitalization in recent years. The recent digital sports rights deals, such as the NFL's $110 billion deal and the NBA's $76 billion deal with various media companies, will continue to bring significant revenue growth for the sports franchises in these sporting codes. However, these deals have also made these organizations more visible and attractive targets for cybercriminals who seek easy opportunistic prey. The vast amount of valuable content and data that these organizations possess make them prime targets for ransomware attacks. Cybercriminals see the potential for a high payout from these organizations and are increasingly targeting them with sophisticated, AI-augmented ransomware attacks. The rise of sports streaming services, similar to Netflix, has further increased the profile and vulnerability of the sports industry to cyber threats. These services store a vast amount of valuable content and user data, making them attractive targets for ransomware attacks. Additionally, the increasing reliance on digital, cloud-based platforms for content delivery has made these organizations more susceptible to cyber attacks. Our research confirms that 80% of data breaches occurred on cloud assets in the last 12 months. Cybercriminals are constantly looking for vulnerabilities in these digital platforms to exploit and launch ransomware attacks. Low secure access service edge maturity and lack of C-suite governance makes sport the easy target. One of the factors that make the sports industry particularly vulnerable to ransomware attacks is the low maturity of secure access service edge solutions. Secure Access Service Edge combines network security functions with wide area networking capabilities to provide a comprehensive security solution for organizations. However, many sports organizations have not fully implemented or optimized their Secure Access Service Edge frameworks, leaving them exposed to cyber threats and data breaches. This lack of maturity and capability, combined with lack of digital data AI guardrails and governance from the C-suite in sports properties, makes it easier for cybercriminals to infiltrate these organizations and launch ransomware attacks. Worryingly, despite the billion-dollar sports rights deals, only 30% of sporting organizations have a robust digital strategy in place, and only 5% of enterprises have defined their Secure Access Service Edge strategy. It seems clear that C-suite executives are not yet receiving appropriate strategic advice or taking ownership for their potential cybersecurity exposures. Consequently, the risk of a catastrophic ransomware data breach attack has never been higher to the broad array of sporting entities in the digital sporting value chain. Industrialization of the AI-powered cybercriminal. As the AI-augmented cybercriminals ramp up the volume and complexity of their data breach attacks, the cyber threat and consequential risks to new 2024 sporting business models have never been higher. The industrialization of the cybercriminal ecosystem has created a 79% increase in ransomware attacks in the last 12 months. The cybercriminal is now AI weaponized to attack enterprises that have failed to put robust network cybersecurity postures in place. The cost of a data breach is significant. Our research suggests $6.1 million was the average cost of an enterprise data breach in 2022, based on 200 selected enterprises with high-end monitoring. In addition, the risk of unrepairable brand damage for the sporting entity, the loss of trust from sporting fans and athletes from the theft of their personal data, and the exit of sponsors and investors could quickly create an untenable, unrecoverable business. Potential for highly damaging ransomware attacks. Given the increasing digitalization of the sports industry, the recent 70 to 100 billion plus digital sports rights deals, and the low maturity of SASE solutions, there is a significant risk that the industry could experience highly damaging ransomware attacks in the next 18 months. Cybercriminals are constantly evolving their tactics and targeting organizations who possess valuable data and content. The sports industry, with its vast amount of valuable game day content and sports fan data, is a prime target for ransomware attacks. If these attacks were to occur, they could have devastating consequences for sports leagues, sports properties and sports broadcasters, leading to data breaches, financial losses and huge reputational damage. Conclusion. The sports industry is at risk of experiencing highly damaging ransomware attacks in the next 18 months due to the recent digital sports rights deals, sports Netflix deals, and low maturity of SASE solutions. Cybercriminals now regard sports organisations as lucrative targets for ransomware attacks and are constantly looking for soft target vulnerabilities to exploit. It is crucial for sports organisations to prioritise cybersecurity and invest in robust security solutions to protect their valuable data, AI algorithms, and content from cyber threats. Failure to do so could result in severe consequences for the sports industry. About the author, David Andrew is the founder and managing partner at Tiaki, a niche consulting practice helping executive leadership in sport make confident, informed decisions on their risks, investments and business outcomes powered by secure data at scale. He collaborates with bold and determined leaders in the sports ecosystem to define their data, AI and cybersecurity strategies to deliver sustainable value. David's vision for Tiaki is to empower sports franchise CEOs, leadership teams, sports media broadcasters and investors in the global sports industry with strategic advisory frameworks to deliver secure, pioneering digital fan experiences and new ecosystem business models to achieve breakthrough returns. David has over 20 years of strategy and technology-enabled business transformation experience, providing consulting expertise in cloud-native technologies, data strategy, digital business enablement and cybersecurity strategy. He is passionate about helping talented leadership teams succeed in securely growing their differentiated business models in the data-driven, digital sports economy. Based in Stockholm, David previously worked for IBM Consulting, EY, Accenture Strategy, and Orange Business. He studied chemistry at Durham University and holds an MBA from Trinity College, Dublin Business School. Copyright 2025 Tiaki. All rights reserved. Tiaki and its logo are registered trademarks of Tiaki.